CEO Ronald Hickler from Creating the Difference. Today we're going to talk about the new RotoGrip Optimum Idle Pearl. The Optimum Idle Pearl features the Microtrax Pearl cover stock. Now this is the part that you're not going to hear in any other ball review. So when we scanned this bowling ball, it's finished with reactive gloss. When we scanned it, it scanned at 6,000, which is interesting because if you go watch basically any other Storm shiny ball review, they don't scan typically at 6,000. I noticed that at Harsh Reality Pearl, I was like, that's interesting. Normally it's 5,000, maybe 5,500, but never 6,000. So this is the second ball now that I've seen in a row that's at 6,000, which is interesting to me because I would tell you that the Storm bowling balls in general, they started out super, super shiny. They always had the shiniest, prettiest bowling balls. And then over time, that kind of went away. And now we're starting to see that come back. So I'm really curious to see how this ball performs because typically the shinier the ball, the less the performance. But that thought process got completely shattered with Harsh Reality Pearl. So I'm curious to see if that still holds true with this new Optimum Idle Pearl. Anyway, the hardness is 75. It's got the Icon core plus the AI technology in it. The RG is low at 2.47. The differential is high at 0.056. It's a symmetrical ball, so that means there's no mass bias, there's no PSA, and it's laid out the same as all our other balls, which is 60 by 4.5 by 30. We're bowling on a standard house shot. We're going to use a little bit of clutch. We're going to use a little bit of specto data, and we're going to be able to kind of give you a good overview of what the Optimum Idle does right now. So first off, this ball's beautiful. It's like pink, and it's purple, and it's shiny, and it's got a lot of depth to the color. So shout out to RotoGrip for making this ball stand out. Does it hook's the question. Oh, she does hook. Oh, okay. Okay. I like seeing that because I would tell you that there's definitely been a time period where the Utah balls that were shiny, they just didn't do this down lane. But the last couple, they've been a little bit different. Especially seeing this ball as a medium absorption oil rate, typically that can be a red flag too. But that first shot hooked just fine. That wasn't a great shot. You could throw it better than that. I like seeing that. That's definitely the right kind of shape, especially on a fresh house pattern. Typically these balls would go way too long, or we'd really have to square up to it, but So too far left, but the shape was still not bad. Like that ball still, it made which is what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Woo. She's got some back in. I like this. Wow. Okay. That's good. That's really good to see. Encouraging. So, let's throw some strikes with it. They getting it together over there, Yeah, she good. It's angular. It's responsive to the friction. It's cleaner in the oil. It's what you're looking for. It still wants to read. They have definitely got something going on. This ain't the normal shiny balls that we had been throwing from Utah for the last 2 years. This one's different. And it isn't just this ball, because the Harsh Reality Pearl was the same way. But there's something going on that is making these balls have more performance, which is good. That's good. I mean, honestly, like, I don't even know that I need to break the surface, so to speak, yet, because I feel like it's just doing the right thing. It's just clean and it's angular. And it's 10 back a lot. Like, it's gonna be 10 back, because when you have a ball that doesn't over push, and when it makes the move, it reads it hard, you're likely to create a little bit more entry angle, and the entry angle is the key to getting the carry. It's the key to throwing logs, to getting the messengers. It's part of the reason why the pros are so much better than us amateurs, is because their rev rate's so high to allow them to get a higher entry angle to let them do what they do. But this bowling ball, in my opinion, is definitely more responsive off the friction, and as a result of that, I feel like it's going to be able to give me more carry, more strikes. Like, you'll have room for error too when you do that. You'll have some room for error to the outside part of the lane, and you probably won't get, you're probably going to like I'll wrap 7 when I miss in, because it will push us a little long. But if I get it to the friction, or miss too far to the left to the friction, it will still recover. It will still dig hard enough to be able to kick those corners out. Like, I feel like this ball is for that guy who's medium rev rate, doesn't have a ton of ball speed, likes to see his ball back in. I also feel the tour guy is going to be able to use this ball because it's the shape. The shape of the ball gives you a really readable motion, even though it's angular. It's good, man. This one's good. And I don't say that about all the balls. So I'm not going to, let me clarify something too. So we get all the balls from everybody, and the balls that I like, I actually will promote heavily, and the balls that aren't as great, in my opinion, I just don't. Because I want us to be independent. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, whether it's great or whether it's not great. This ball is good. This ball is really good. So I'm gonna throw the Summit Accent real quick, just because I'm curious. But if you wanna watch the full video for Summit Accent, you're gonna have to go watch that video, which will come out like 2 days later after this one. But man, Optimum Idol, woo! They got a good one. So I'm gonna make an adjustment. I'm gonna go 3 right and see what happens real quick. Like, subscribe, share the video. Let us know what you think about the comment. Let us know what you think about this bowling ball. Man, look, I was curious. I wanted to know, the Optimum Idol Pearl was so clean and angular. I wanted to know what the Optimum Idol would do if it was at the same surface. So let's find out real quick. They're not the same. They're not the same. The Optimum Idol Pearl definitely is more angular than the Optimum Idol, for sure, 100%. Yeah, it's probably 2 boards left. I'm sorry, 2 boards right with the Optimum Idol polished compared to their Pearl ball. Those balls aren't the same. That's what I mean. Because it's longer, because it's smoother, you're more prone to leave those corner pins. And Optimum Idol Pearl it's just a stronger piece. It's just a stronger piece. may get more information about the Optimum Idol Shiny compared to the Optimum Idol Pearl Shiny. Let me know if you think Optimum Idol Pearl should be in our end of the year ball of the year competition. We're gonna end up taking all the best bowling balls from the manufacturers. We're gonna kind of have some sort of contest where they have to go back and forth to ultimately determine what we're gonna call the ball of the year. And we're gonna do some sort of giveaway surrounding the ball of the year. So let us know if you think Optimum Idol Pearl should be in that conversation or not. Also, maybe drop in the comments what you think your favorite ball so far of the year 2024 has been. With that being said, I'm out of here. CEO Ronald Hicklin. Talk to you soon.